take one step back in order to take two steps forward. What does that even mean? It's divided into three parts. First, you take a step back and then you take two steps forward. The first step, going back, is about realizing that you made a mistake, accepting that you made a mistake, because that opens up the opportunity to learn from it, which is the second step forward. And once you've learned that you made a mistake and you've become wiser, you're gonna be able to change course and go on a better path that's more suited for your current goals. And that's the last step. So it's really simple actually. It's a process where you first realize that you were going in the wrong direction, so you can learn from it and then start going into the right direction. It's really that simple to explain how this works. But how do you actually apply this to real life? You need to think positively about failure. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning in the process of growth. It's the first step in a three-step process. It's a cycle where first you make a mistake, you realize it, and you grow from it, you learn from it, correct course. You need to think positively about it. You need to actively search for it, because once you think that it's a good thing, it's gonna be way easier for you to find the mistakes. So think about an area in life where you have not been performing your best. You might have an idea in your mind right now. For me, that was definitely meditation. I used to struggle so much, but I thought that I was still doing good, but I knew in the back of my mind that I had been slacking and I wasn't as present as I used to be. So now I've learned my mistake. I wasn't present. I didn't have a set routine of when I were doing it. And now I slowly going back into consistency again. You can apply this to whatever area in life where you feel like you're not performing your best, and just ask yourself, how can I improve on this? How can I change so that it aligns better with my current goals? It's really that simple. And then you also need to remember that, are you even willing to change it? If you're not really willing to, you don't actually want to change this, you don't think it's possible right now, that's fine. You shouldn't be in a battle with yourself. You should try to go with your natural intuition and trust yourself, do what you feel is right, and you're gonna be on a good path. You change one thing that you feel like you can improve on, and then the next day you can change something and you're gonna feel more confident, maybe changing things that you feel like you don't really want to change right now, but in the future, once you apply this process to your life, you're using it every day, trying to find things where you're bothered from because you feel like you're not doing your best. It's gonna get easier and easier, and this is gonna help your life tremendously. And finally, why is it even important to follow this process? It's because it opens up opportunity for growth. Without it, you're just blinding yourself to opportunity. You're blinding yourself to change. Be you're not gonna feel good, because you're gonna wonder, why am I staying in the same place? Because you're blind, you're not seeing the opportunities that arise, because you're willingly telling yourself not to see this, because it's more comfortable. It's comfortable to stay in the same bubble, thinking that you're great, but you have to step outside, realize that you made a mistake, because that's how you change, that's how you grow. So take a step back. It's uncomfortable. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt your ego. You're not gonna feel as great in the moment, but that's what needed in order to take two steps forward, to learn from it and to change course to a course that's more aligned to your goals. So you're gonna feel much more fulfilled, because your actions actually align with your values and where you want to get into a life. So this is really important. You have to apply this to your life, because otherwise you stay in the same place, wonder why you're not making progress your entire life. So take a step back, find one thing that you can change and that you feel like is going to be helpful to align your life to current goals and needs. And I promise you're gonna be on such a good path. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.